the Knicks, I think it's very important that they keep their place at the top of the East. I think there's real value to consistently valuing winning. Like we see this with Miami. There's a reason why they're like guys are always open to going to Miami because they know they have good management. They know every year they're trying to win games and they're trying to win as many games as they can. And they know that if they go there, they have a coach who probably will figure out a way to like get value out of them. And more than that, like it'll be one, you get to live in Miami. Two, you get to play competitive basketball on a team and an organization that is knitted up top to bottom in line and knows exactly what they are and exactly what they want to do. And I think the Knicks in the last basically year since they kind of made that rotation change last season, I think they have become a much more unified organization. I think they have a very clear identity now of this is like, what is Knicks basketball? This is what it is. We are going to play not at a fast pace. We are going to win the possession battle. We are going to beat the shit out of you on the glass. We are going to value high value shots, right? We are Maury ball nerds. That's what we do here. And now you've added an element of like, okay, well, how can we turn teams over without taking huge risks? Fred Katz just wrote a piece today that was really good about this. And he talked about how Jalen Brunson's lapping the league right now in like offensive fouls drawn. So like, this is I think it's a smart organization. I think they're aligned. And, you know, like think about a year ago, we're sitting here talking about like, oh, the front office versus Tibbs, like what's happening? And now I feel like, to me, I don't care if there's some macro risk that I haven't fully calculated about signing Dante DiVincenzo or trading for Josh Hart, because to me, those are two players that you acquired that demonstrate to me an understanding of like, what are we as a team? What does our coach value? And does this player make us better? And is this cost? Like at this price, does this make sense? And they have both those acquisitions to me nailed that. You know, like and you know, you can say Obi Toppin's a casualty of this, right? I much prefer having Dante DiVincenzo on this team with how we play, with what we are going to be, than Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin would never be Obi Toppin here. And we knew this. So at some, like, you make mistakes, every organization does. You have to find ways to adjust and adapt and move on and keep moving forward. You know, because you know, I know you're not saying this, Geoff or XJ, but like, to me, people view this like, this stuff is like, oh, well, what's the point of this move? It's not elevating our ceiling. And it's like, yeah, look, I get that. But like, you're trying to keep yourself at a floor and strike when that ceiling raising move becomes available. And to me, it's like too cut and dry where I see people being like, well, what's the point of this team if we're not going to win a championship? We should blow it up and like tank forever. And I'm like, yeah, dude, we could be the Pistons in 3 years. That's awesome. Let's do that. Like, you know, it's okay to just appreciate a good basketball team that maybe doesn't have a championship ceiling yet. I agree with you that at some point when you make the choice to value winning, you have to make a move that gives you that championship ceiling, for sure. I don't think they're there right now. I do think they have some time, but I do feel like this summer feels like a pretty critical tipping point one way or the other.
Yeah, I just want to say, you know, this is why you get ShwinnyPooh on your pod, because that was a tremendous state of the union for the Knicks season so far.